Fair enough.
Pass priority to you.
All right,
All
pass it back.
Thanks,
And
everyone.
turn.
We're here
All right.
watching
Let the fun begin.
Ryan and
Fun
Gary
to-
play their match. I think this is game one. Looks like
Actually, might like.
Gary's playing his
Let's see. Can I get what I need?
his Boom Boom Malekith team.
Yes,
It's
I can.
pretty decent team.
Field him by a banshee.
Okay. One in the, or I should let you. Sorry.
Pass your priority.
Pass back.
Let's see. Your go.
All right. One in the bag. All right. Investigate.
Yep.
Not what I wanted to see on you there, Collector.
He's been disappointing you tonight.
Yeah, he has not been my friend. Not liking where this put me here.
Yeah, that is pretty rough when. Although we have said that it's not that bad if you don't roll anything right off the get. It's not that bad.
I'm going to 3.
It does
for
suck,
a
but
shriek and 3 for a scarlet witch.
There you go.
And pass turn or pass priority and turn.
that's kind of something
All
Ryan
right.
has to do to try to claw his way
Oh my
back
bad.
in. He's not that far behind, but
Pull out 3.
he is a little bit behind, so.
Yeah. Not terrible. Let's see what happens. All right. Field him by a boom boom. Hit you for 2.
I'm down to 16.
Woohoo! It's gonna end soon though. Your turn, sir.
All right. Oh, 3 in the bag. As I
Cannot
flash
flip the
everything.
table.
Those are not part of my bag. Four for a blob.
There you go.
And I will pass priority and turn.
All right.
Ryan's.
See what I got in my bag now.
We're down to
Ryan's.
16 and a half minutes.
Ryan's is about as controlly as he possibly can be. So when he starts getting those knobbies, he is going to just go warp speed. Both of them are slightly behind. Oh, Banshee's a 2, so if he risks rolling.
End up with nothing. Yep.
Oh man.
Perfect.
Oh man.
Alrighty.
Well, at least he's got sidekicks.
Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and hit you for another 2.
All right, I'm down to 14.
I think Ryan's 2 turns away from doing damage, real significant damage. So it is a good idea just to ping Ryan as much as he can. Possibly start swinging.
Decisions, you know? Actually, let's make one real quick. I'm going to go ahead and use the Malekith Global, knock off a sidekick, and buy Blast Magic Missile.
Ooh. All right.
Let's go ahead and let's... do something just a little bit different here. Let's go ahead and buy a Shriek.
Ooh. Counter Shriek. Although, if Ryan hasn't already bought Madam Mask, he probably should think about doing that right now. Oh, well, he can Shriek.
Got him.
Does he have a turn down? No.
Currently, though, don't have the energy for him, but
You got to investigate. We'll give
investigate.
you the benefit of the doubt there.
Ooh.
All right. I will spend 1 to field Collector on level 2. I will field Shriek on her level 1, and I will name your... I'm going to name your Banshee with him for now.
It's a good choice.
And field a sidekick. And I'm going to use Magic Missile Global to KO that sidekick. And I will pass priority and turn.
Ryan's got a few pieces that he's got to get, that he wants to get out to do more damage. Well, I mean, his big thing is getting Collector out and getting Shriek. I think he's probably hoping that he gets that Gary gets Shriek out to do more damage. Oh, but Gary's man, Gary, it's rough. Okay, he finally got him, but he didn't get Magic Missile. So he's definitely gonna be fielding, naming Shriek. Oh, name his Collector. Okay. So I think the next turn, Ryan's gonna Malekith Global his Shriek, or how much?
Go ahead and resurrect.
Yeah, he's not gonna be attacking. Oh. This might be a point where Ryan just starts buying Nobbies.
The global or the ability?
The actual ability.
I'll read it here. Roll a die in your used pile and place it into your reserve pool.
Yep, does not help me. Okay, all right. Let's see here.
The Outsider's not bad.
Pass you priority.
Pass back.
Pass you the turn.
All right, 1 in the bag.
This could be another big turn for Ryan. He can't Collector in that. He needs that other investigation. Oh. He's got a buy Nobby.
All right. I will
Investigate. Oh.
Nice.
Investigate.
If he gets all of his control pieces out here. Oh.
Kind of wish those were the exact opposite of what I got there.
Yeah. I got a lot of action dice. You can come in handy.
He can't even lightning his own stuff now.
And she's 3 on all her defenses, right?
Yes.
Ryan will be able to sustain a little bit here, keeping the magic missile pain train going. Can work and weave in and out of some damage on his own. But I think this is going to be a knobby purchase.
Going to field a sidekick. Pay to field Shriek on her level 3, or sorry, Scarlet Witch on her level 3 phase.
I would just attack with Shriek.
I'm going to.
He could res and buy knobby.
Going to resurrect.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to buy an outsider.
There you go.
And pass priority.
Oh, let's see. I'm going to go ahead.
He might be able to get his.
All right. Turn.
If he does, actually, if he cycles through those, he could get really a massive amount of damage. And then he might be waiting till after that is done. Oh.
I can't do anything about, but that will allow me to field things.
Now, remember the Banshee is blanked by my Shriek.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, I'm just making sure it was a reminder, not a,
Yeah, I got another magic missile. Right.
Slows it down slightly, although that would have been 4 damage. The thing about Banshee is he can be cleared out by Magic Missile Global, and it's consistently done on his turn. So if I was Ryan, I would possibly wait to Magic Missile off Banshee till Gary's next turn.
Bag is empty?
my bag is empty.
So Ryan has a chance of drawing an outsider.
Alrighty, actually I'm going to take your Shriek out. I'm going to pay 1 to field my Banshee.
Okay.
And I'm going to field my 2 sidekicks.
All right.
I believe that kind of helps Ryan out a little bit.
Pass you the turn.
All right. Bag's empty.
So if he draws draws an action die here, he's taking damage.
So I take 2 damage, is it? Or yeah.
Yeah, so you only pulled 1?
Yep, I only pulled 1.
Yep.
Ryan could pull outsider here and deal himself some more damage if he gets that to go. Oh, he's probably going to be dealing himself more damage. So field that. Is he going to buy a Norman?
And it's whenever I draw, not just during my basic, during my clear and draw, correct?
Yep.
All right. So
He could ping him off right here. I don't know if that's the right move, though. I think waiting till Gary's turn to do it is the better way.
I'm going to use Magic Missile Global to hit your Banshee, take him out.
It's understandable because he's probably
I'm going to use Investigate.
If he pulls him. Oh, that's good. Banshee and Shriek are going to be. Banshee's going to be.
One of the generics, or I'll feel Blob, and I'm going to name.
Before you do that, are you spending both generics at the same time?
No, it's a 0 fielding cost, so I haven't spent any of it yet.
Okay, I hate this upside down stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to field Blob for free.
Naming Banshee.
I'm going to going to name your. Because I've got to get your Shriek out of there with my Shriek to be able to do anything with Collector. So, do I go Banshee or do I go Boom Boom? I'm going to go Boom Boom with the Blob.
All right.
Let's see.
I think Banshee would have been a better move, and because that's really Gary's only way of doing damage right now. Granted, he purchased Boom Boom, but he has Scarlet Witch out there to make him not be able to get actions. It seems like he's consistently doing it, but it's not happening for him. So not only would he have to get Boom Boom out, if he hadn't blobbed him, he'd also have to roll action dice, and that's just really hard for him right now.
I'm going to spend the 1 to field Shriek at level 3.
His naming Shriek.
Your Shriek.
Cool.
And I will resurrect. And I will use Collector's ability to field a Nabi.
Correct.
And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage to you. You have so
14.
14. I will then pass priority.
Yep.
And pass turn, so he goes away.
All right. I will fill my bag.
I just think that Banshee has so low defense that dealing with Banshee is not that big a deal. Or dealing with Boom Boom, because you kind of have the way to stop Boom Boom right now. And Banshee comes out again.
Is something terrible. Still got 2.
Wow.
All right.
So he's...
Mask, field Banshee.
The only good thing is Ryan's kind of set up now. He can save his magic missiles for the... hopefully, I think he's hoping to have an extra magic missile global every single time. Shriek is... So he can't collect her right now.
Pass you priority.
Pass back.
Pass you the turn.
Okay.
All right, that's wasted. 1 in the bag.
Ryan could be taking 4 damage right here.
So I'll take 2 damage.
Yep.
I'm down to 10.
That hurts. He can't even buy Nabi right now.
All right. Spend 1 to... Or do I? Yeah. Spend 1 to take out your Banshee.
There you go.
He needs to save that 1 lightning bolt for his turn.
Investigate.
Oh.
Ah, there's the fist. Darn it.
Well, I can't use Collector because your Shriek's back on.
But you can buy
That's
Nabi.
a good point.
Ryan can buy Nabi here. He's running a very thin bag.
That's why I was debating on using the bolt on your Banshee versus using it on your Shriek and hope I get another bolt out of it.
He needs to use Banshee on his turn.
So I needed 3 bolts to do it, and I only had 2 available to me.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Ryan's in a bad spot here. He just needs to buy Normans. by Norman. Save that lightning for Gary's turn to ping out his stuff.
Alright, I'm going to do
3 for Shriek.
For a Shriek. Alright, that's time. Active player turn 0. So
That's you.
yep, turn 1 for you.
All right, Ryan's got to go super fast here.
Alright, so I bought a Shriek.
Buy an Abby.
I'm going to buy a Norman Osborn.
Res.
And I will resurrect. And I will pass priority.
Sounds good.
And turn.
All right. Slide that over.
Yeah.
I wanted to do, but I'm going to pull 3.
He is probably going to get that Banshee out again. And get that Boom Boom.
All right.
If he gets Banshee out, it's going to be really hard for
Now I
Ryan.
can't do anything with Boom Boom, right?
Cannot field her, no.
Right.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's right. He collected her. Never mind.
Roll those 4.
He gets Banshee out, though. Oh, that's a really good turn for Ryan.
So, let's see here.
He keeps getting that magic missile to come out. Wow. Gary should probably ping Scarlet Witch.
Let's go ahead and let's buy probably too late, but we'll do it anyway. Let's go ahead and let's buy him a damn web.
Ooh, I love that. He's got a lot of damage onto the board.
Resurrect.
Gary's bag's very thin. Ooh.
And let's hit you for 2.
All right, I'm down to 8.
Gary's just got to keep going with that strategy.
That's turn 1, so it's now turn 2.
Coming to me for turn 2.
Ryan has a chance to win this turn or next.
Bag.
If he gets his Shriek out?
Not where I want to be at this point.
Ah, nonsense.
Oh. This could be a good turn.
Cold Nobby.
Oh. He could do some things here. It'd be better if he got that Shriek out.
Really needed that Shriek.
Well, he could still do damage.
We're going to make it work in another way. I'm going to spend 3 bolts to ping out your Shriek.
There you go.
Yep.
It's gonna Norman.
I will spend 1 fist to bring in a level 1 Nobby. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
I have you down to 10. Not much I can do with 2 masks, really, unfortunately. So I will
Pass turn, because you don't want to give
pass
Gary ramp.
priority and turn.
All right.
All right, turn
He
3.
goes away, and it's now turn 3.
If
Roll the 2 dice.
Shriek doesn't come back, Ryan's
Fill
got
the
this.
bag. Pull 2 dice.
Oh. Wow.
Reroll those 4. Yep, that was probably game right there.
No. Well, Ryan's got a way to win this, actually. He has to shrink
Field
collector.
Shriek, name collector.
Yep.
Okay.
Slide her butt over. Oh, let's see here.
To win game, Ryan's got to get a fist and 2 bolts. Not crazy hard. Or get his other Shriek out.
Most distressing.
Gary's a very calm, cool player.
Pass back.
I really like playing against him. Played against him last week.
All right.
All right, to do maximum damage here.
For
Oh,
now.
Yep.
All right.
Your game to win.
oh, that's. I believe that's probably gonna be. It's probably gonna be game if he just needs to roll one. Yep, yep.
Okay.
Do not
I'm
field
going
shriek
to
yet.
use investigate.
All right,
2 of the bag.
he's got another investigate come up. Oh, wow.
Investigate. Nothing in the bag.
I'm not cheering for Ryan, but that's just I love swing plays like that where it goes for all of that right there. That's usually that's pretty amazing when it
That
happens.
second fist that I needed, or the knobby pole.
Nope.
So
It's still a good turn.
I should have re-rolled the outsider. Oh well. Pay 1 to field shriek, naming your shriek.
Correct.
Really matters per se.
He's got a Norman coming out. Well, this is Ryan's last turn.
I will use collector to bring in. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to you. I have you down to 4.
How many blockers does Gary have? Gary has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Let's see.
6. He has 6 defenders. Can Ryan sneak through 5 here? It
If
doesn't.
I push with everything, 2 will get through.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have it.
And you don't want to give him more ramp for his turn.
Where 3 can get through, but that's still not helpful.
If that shield could have been a lightning bolt, it would be pretty amazing.
So you've got 4 in your bag, right?
Correct.
He's only got 1 magic
Pass
missile.
priority
Ryan's got to keep the wide field.
and pass turn.
All right. Nope, I needed Boom Boom to roll pulse last time.
Yeah, I don't think he can get that much. He can't get wider than Ryan.
Let's see. Anything good? Nope.
All right.
Field him, field him.
He's just got to swing with everything.
That's it.
Yep, and I win by the skin of my chinny chin chin by life.
All right.
Yep, because I can swing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, Lori,
Taking out one of your sidekicks before you would do it.
I do understand attacking with Navi, but I just don't agree giving him ramp at that point because the only thing that could happen is he was a little bit behind, but still. I don't think it could have swung in his favor, but I just don't like giving them any of those chances.
I can always win one match, but that's it for me. So
All right, so Ryan has to switch.
Should be no issues today.
Looks like Gary's sticking with his team. What's up, guys? How's it going, by the way, chat? All right, let's see. What is Ryan's other team? Oh, this is Ryan's Tabaxi Rogue, Ivagamoto, Rip Hunter. Oh, and he has Batgirl Intimidation. I helped him. We workshopped it a little bit. I was helping him practice. I showed him my Hulk team. he helped me work through some things with that, and I helped him work through some of his things. I really like this team that he's going to be playing right now. It's nasty.
All right.
It's got some heat on it.
Who goes first? And you can choose teams if you want.
I'm always on the edge of my seat, Marcus. It's because I have small chairs.
This team hardly at all. So I will switch to my other one.
I believe. Hold on, let me pull up his list. That's the 4-cost eye. If he plays it on a basic action card, it does 1 damage to the person whenever they play it. So that's a counterplay for the magic missile game whenever your opponent has it. If he puts 2 on there, if they just play, they're still doing 1 to 2 damage depending on how many Eye of Agamottos are on there. And Ryan actually has 3, so Eye of Agamotto could do 3 damage to the opponent. Yeah, Marcus, you saw. I really like Eye of Agamotto. I've been workshopping some teams with that, and I think it's an underrated card. One of them is not so good.
For those in the peanut gallery watching, I look forward to hearing what you guys claim. Say it's my misplays from that last game, because I'm sure there's at least 3 or 4 of them.
I've only watched a little bit, and I only caught like 2. So.
Okay.
You could have won clean if you'd collected in Madam Web and
Yeah.
removed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Remembering you can collect your opponent's team. That's the big.
Yeah. That I wasn't thinking about that. You're right.
Let's see. I went first last time. You go first this time.
All right.
Oh, I run Malekith Global on all the teams with Eye. It's the only way to run Eye of Agamotto, honestly.
Ready? Good game here.
Eye of Agamotto and Malekith Global together, just match made in heaven.
What am I doing with this team against you here?
All right. And looks like Gary switched to his sidekick team, and he has his Spider-Man.
I'm going to go 3 for Tabaxi Rogue. And to you.
Fair enough.
You get to put it in your bag. I like the Eye of Agamotto basically just because you get to put it in your bag, and if you do it properly, you get to, like, especially for if you have Green Devil Mask, you get to guarantee it comes out the next turn, and that's always good. Granted, you can bag manage things a little bit better to make sure it comes out next turn, but it just makes it a little bit easier so you don't really have to think about it.
I'm going to use Eye of Agamotto Global and put
Yeah.
it straight into my bag.
Well, you still have to make sure your bag is either has 3 or 4 in there to make sure you get it properly. It's not hard. It's a whole lot easier than having to manage to make sure you get that Green Devil Mask out or that team up that you desperately want to come out next turn.
It's a generic, right?
Yeah, it's a generic energy.
All right. Which one is it's a blue? Let's go ahead and I'll do the same.
All right.
Right. So, Crystal and Dum Dum Dugan. I mean, most people can't fit Eye of Agamotto on a team. They don't. It's not something that's like a desperate need. You can put Heimdall on there and pretty much do the same thing. But I just like the pointed of not having to have certain specific scenarios met. If I have the energy, I can do it.
Level 1 face and 3 for the last power bolt.
There you go.
Yeah. The 3-drop where you put it on basic action and give your characters +1 with team up is nasty. It basically makes team up not have a negative, not have a -1 for it.
Oh, that deliciousness. 1, 2, 3.
Lori, I'd like to get your opinion on the team that I've been workshopping. I've taken a lot of ideas from other people, and when I showed them the KO team, let me see. When the 3 costs reside within the amulet. When used, place this die on the basic action card. Why Eye of Agamotto is on the basic action card. When you use that basic action, your character dice get +1 attack. Eye of Agamotto can be targeted as if it was in the field zone. So,
let's go ahead.
And that's continuous. Yeah, let me get you that team list right now.
And buy a Malekith.
Okay.
Pass priority.
Pass back.
Man, those sidekicks are gonna get huge. Huge, I'm telling you. Laurie, I'm gonna send it to you on Facebook. Is that okay? Supposed to be commenting on this match. I'm sorry, guys.
2 boom booms.
I'm excited about this team. I've been workshopping.
And pass and turn.
All right.
Yeah, I don't like the 3-cost one without the global. I'm trying to bring the commentary. Ooh. All right. If you want to come in here, Joe, I'd be more than happy to have you come in here.
Field those 2 for free. What is your other basic action?
Momentum.
Oh, yes, the wonderful momentum.
Oh.
Let's buy a dum-dum. And let's buy a wonderful momentum. Let's clutter my bag.
Momentum, please.
Here goes, sir.
All right. 2 in the bag.
Like that's kind of playing into Ryan's hands right there. With the momentum, because he's going to get Banshee out and kind of just want him to draw it every single time. He's kind of doing what Gary was doing last time. He's going to use that as a way to stay in the game. And if he really wants to be that guy, he can put momentum or Eye of Agamotto and do 1 damage to Gary each time that he uses it. I don't know if he's going to do that, but that's something he could do. So not only would he be taking 2 damage for drawing it, but if he ever plays it, he would take a damage.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. So if he was to have something like his Shriek, he could damage out a Shriek. Me personally, I would he doesn't have to spend the 4. He could just buy Batgirl. That's the move right there, I think, and just cycle her through an attack.
Three for Batgirl, 2 on Tabaxi Rogue Global. So
There you go.
Paper cuts. Paper cuts.
19. And I will pass priority and turn.
I don't know how good that move was, but
2. Fill my bag.
That's what I would have done. I love that Batgirl.
Draw 2 more.
Is there any energy fixers here? Am I missing something?
Let's see.
If there's not,
Close enough. Okay.
oh,
Pay 1. Field Malekith.
the intimidation one.
Field both sidekicks.
When fielded, intimidate a character off. I guess not for
Go ahead and swing.
this, not against his opponent that he's playing,
4, 6, 8.
but I still like it.
I'll have to
Just keep swinging.
block one of them, so I'll take 6.
There you go.
Wow.
That'll KO my Boxy.
Yeah.
Right.
Here goes, sir.
Right. Ryan just needs to kind of get a wide field here. That'll help. If he can get Tabaxi, Rogue, and Boom Boom to come out and field a sidekick, he's doing good. Yeah. Oh, womp womp.
Where's Magic Missile when I needed it?
The other team.
Yeah.
Powerful, but there are just times you want that extra little something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. He does get a decent. He gets 3 defenders. He needs to think about buying Banshee probably, or Shriek. I think if he buys Shriek, he might be okay.
Pay 1.
Why are you
Field.
paying? Okay.
Boxy Rogue. 4 for Rip Hunter.
Is that the one spin in the face?
Yes, I get to.
I understand what he's going for.
Correct.
And Professor X Global, so I will field
Yeah.
sidekick.
He gets 2 defenders from that. That's not bad. And he gets Rip Hunter, so he can always get something up on its side.
I will go ahead and do the same.
And turn.
All right.
Yeah, I know he does want to churn. It's just his opponent's about. He's just fielding sidekicks and swinging. And yeah, it's the uncommon Rip Hunter, so he gets to name something and always field it on that side to get around switch. He doesn't have to worry about switch though.
Let's see.
I think he's trying to protect himself from bad rolls.
It's a crystal.
And that's just nasty right there. He'll be able to block.
Let's see. How do I want to do this now?
He'll be able to block
Momentum
2 of
is a
the.
big burst face.
So it doesn't get anything extra, so you can't use it until you have something in prep.
It's a double burst face. Yep. I knew there was a catch there. All righty.
Yeah, he's got the uncommon Rip Hunter.
Well then, let's go ahead and what's the defense on your Tabaxi Rogue?
1.
Oh, hooey. Let's go ahead and do 2 to you.
You were not wrong about that sidekick rush.
Let's field those 4.
Wow.
Slide that over since I'm not using it. Pass priority to you.
Pass back.
Swing with those 4.
All right, I will block 2 of them, so I will be taking 4 from the other 2.
Yep.
I'm down to 8.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really not.
2 go over here. 2 go over here.
It's just.
Actually, I don't KO the 2 of them because both of mine are 1 attack and they're 2 defense.
Yep. You're right.
Oh. That just puts him in such a bad spot. Oh, man.
I need bodies in the field to be able to do something here.
This is not going the way for Ryan.
Begin to think your curse is going to come true, sir.
Yeah.
Cannot have that.
He needs to churn so much more, but he doesn't have the... Yeah. Samantha just seems like an overboard type of thing.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe Mimic. Mimic would be good. Mimic would be amazing for that team, actually. To try to get up to a Destroyer or Spider-Man quicker and field sidekicks. Yeah. It's the one where you field a sidekick and you get to prep and roll. Let me just double check that, gentlemen.
Going to use Powerbolt on your crystal.
Yeah, it's the uncommon Samantha Wilson. Yeah, it's the uncommon, gentlemen.
Well, sooner or later, hopefully something will pay off.
There you go.
By the last boom boom there, and I will pass priority in turn.
All right. Pull the 2 dice that are in my bag.
So Gary's about to punch Ryan in the face for a lot. A lot? Oh my god! I think he has lethal here if he has things roll. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Ryan always kind of gets that where it doesn't really quite go right for him on the rolls.
Oh. Nope. Okay. A1. Field the dum-dum. Field the sidekick. Field the crystal. Pass you priority.
I'm going to use Professor X Global to field a sidekick.
I would have kept Crystal Energy. She's not as important here. Dum Dum Dugans in the field are the most important thing.
Alrighty.
I still think he has it. What's Ryan? Ryan's at 8. Ryan can only block 2 things.
Go ahead and swing with those 4.
Okay.
What does Dum Dum do?
3 plus.
I'll put my sidekick in front of Dum Dum. I will put my Tabaxi Rogue in front of one of the sidekicks. Then, of course, the other 2, and I will be using Sam Wilson's Global to prevent one of the damage to my Tabaxi Rogue, so that he doesn't get KO'd. So I'm taking 4.
Correct. So those 2 go through. My sidekick gets KO'd.
Yep.
Actually, was a 3.
It's a 2. Well, it's a 2-2.
Okay. And I will pass you the turn.
All right.
Huh.
Oh, come on. Dice, you're not being very nice to him tonight.
No, they are not.
Do his sidekick stay?
Oh. Field a sidekick. Professor X Global.
Gary, your sidekick stays in there.
Why would it stay in there? Because it was 2 defense and my Tabaxi Rogue was 2 attack.
Correct.
Oh, but because he gets, is it +2 that he gets? Plus
No,
2
he
plus.
would only get +1/+1.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Dum Dum was getting all the
Yeah.
marks.
Tabaxi Rogue is a 2/2. That's why it stays. Or that's why it's KO'd.
Yep.
That's all right.
Yeah, this no bodies thing is gonna be the death of me here. 3 for
Yeah.
another back row, and I will pass turn and
All right.
or pass priority and turn.
Joe, are you?
Let me pull 4.
All right.
3.
This is one of the things about Ryan's team on this one. It's if he doesn't get things to run against the sidekick team, they're just going to run all over him.
There's a question mark.
Although he's going to have enough blockers now.
There's that. See what I can do with this. Okay, rolled a fist, but I can spin that to a sidekick before I move on. All right, momentum double burst.
All right, that'll deal you 1 damage from my Tabaxi Rogue.
Because I will pull 1.
Yep.
And then I roll that dice.
Yep.
But it's not during my
Joe, I think your mic's muted.
reroll.
Not during roll and reroll.
So let's field those 2.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's go ahead and let's take out your Tabaxi Rogue with the Power Bolt.
Okay.
And let's see. You got 2 sidekicks, right?
I have 2 sidekicks, and
Pass you priority.
I'm going to make a 3rd sidekick.
That's very good of you. Yep. And then I will go ahead and swing with those 2.
And I will
I screwed up.
It.
block.
Yep.
So all mine get KO'd. All of yours stay.
I wonder what the time is.
All right.
Ah, I could have won that turn. Son of a bitch. Sometimes when you're playing
PXG in the morning, PXG in the afternoon, and PXG at supper time. If you ain't using PXG, then you're doing some things wrong.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
She does not like you.
No. I'm not sure what I did to her or her sister, but whatever it was, I take it back.
You'd like to take it back, but apparently it's too late.
Yeah.
He can get
So
2 sidekicks.
day 1, field him on his level 3 face.
Yep.
Momentum.
I'm going to power bolt out your. That crystal's a 2 defense, correct?
Correct.
Power bolt out your crystal.
Good idea.
Professor X bringing in
Yep.
blocker. And
Yeah. I think Gary's doing Ryan some favors here, and that is a top. I believe that's a topside Tabaxi Rogue. So he's a little bit better off with that the way he has it
death
now.
of me here, but Tabaxi Rogue Global.
Oh.
Deal you damage, so I have you down to 17.
There you go.
And I will pass priority.
Okay, I thought he used a mask. I didn't see the mask over on the side. Okay.
And turn.
So my bad, since it's empty.
Yeah, he can soak a side. He's not in a terrible spot since Gary let him stay in the game.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Oh, Gary keeps getting that stupid crystal out. He got that momentum. Oh.
Go ahead, pay 1, field her.
I don't think he needs momentum at this point. And let's see, what is Ryan's defense? Ryan's gonna have 3 defense. I think he's got lethal again.
Bring in that and Tabaxi Rogue.
Yeah, he's just got to attack with everything.
And you take a damage.
Or as James Blur would say, and a surprise Grodd on the table.
And I'm pretty sure that's going to be game at this point, but
Yep, me too. So, because she's a 3/3.
Yep.
So I will go ahead and swing.
yep, I don't have enough blockers to block. And all your stuff is a minimum of 2.
So is this game 1 or 2?
This is game 2. It's all tied up now.
Malekith is 1.
So we're moving on to game 3?
I take
Yeah.
out your 3 highest, and so that's split in 5 through.
Yep.
Hmm.
All right.
Gary had lethal the turn before, but he was so just pushing damage through the whole entire time, it didn't
I have to
matter.
Stay with this one and try to figure out what it was I ever did wrong to these boom booms.
Oh, don't worry. You're going to have
Yeah, I can't believe he didn't roll one boom boom.
to play against that she will like.
You generally... yeah,
He needs to join. He needs to join my
If
games.
she likes him or not doesn't
Well,
change much if she doesn't.
you had good plays. At least you didn't play stupid, like me.
The correct way to do it.
That's subjective.
Attacking without lethal with everything with Hulk. I purchased a Nabi. I shouldn't have
Yeah,
purchased the
fine.
Nabi. If I didn't purchase Nabi, I think I would have won. I mean, if he didn't get that Tabaxi Rogue out as many times as he did, he probably would have lost like 4 turns before. So he's got to thank Dice Master Jesus on that one.
To this. Now you've got Magic Missile.
Yep.
If I was Ryan, I would throw those dice away. I'm kind of an impulsive person like that because I have lots of other ones that are that. There's only a few ones that I don't have lots of.
Yeah, I mean you have spares, so
Yeah.
a lot of us don't have that luxury.
We still have 20
True.
seconds left.
Okay.
Let me get back in there.
Just-
I'm gonna cancel that timer.
Man. I'm talking about his boom boom.
Let's see.
Probably everyone has a lot of boom booms. Or just don't purchase that one each time.
I will go first.
Oh.
Good luck to you.
All right. Is he going to do the boom boom?
3 for your investigate.
Oh. Good move.
Alrighty.
I think Ryan's going to try to buy out all of his investigations like he did last time. Because that's what he did game 1.
Pay 1.
Doesn't have any forms of ramp. It's good.
Magic
Yeah.
Missile, throw it right in the bag.
All right.
Oh, I have Agamotto the magic missile. That's so dirty.
It comes down to how you use it better than your opponent.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do
He probably needs to do the same with investigation.
I have Agamotto trick with
Invest.
do it with one of your magic missiles as well.
Alright.
Mm.
He's trying to shut him off with the magic missile flow here.
Yeah. It's just
Mm.
if he needs to get Scarlet Witch out fast though. Oh, he's doing 2 to the face right now.
What some people might want, but at this stage of the game, no thanks. Well,
It's kind of nice that it rolled up like that because I can actually see what it said.
alright, I'm going to buy the last Magic Missile,
Okay.
and I'm going to do 2 to you, sir.
Alrighty.
That would, yeah.
One in the bag.
I think that could and should be done. All right.
To the point with online play where people could record their own online games and submit them for commentary featuring. Yep.
Yeah, I definitely think we're at that point.
And 2 to you.
And real nice.
Fill my bag.
Laurier, no. He said it's a friend. He didn't mean himself. How dare you, Laurier?
The issues with commentating live are sometimes if you don't have the rhythm worked out with your commentating partner, you kind of get these awkward silences and stuff like that. Or if you're just really busy doing something else and you can't block off that time to do it,
Yeah.
it creates kind of silence, and you don't really get to have a flow of the game and give everybody a sense of like what's going on.
Yeah, because I'd like to be able to go backwards and forwards of the game, see what each little part of it is, and then have a formulated thought on it as it's going on.
I would like to do it but in the sense that I get to, do it around the schedule of my kids not being up, so you don't have to hear random children screaming or crying.
Yeah, if people submitted that stuff to Chris and Rob Game Room, you might get some high class commentary. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see.
Even though
We can look at the game overall and we can
Yeah.
record personalities and kind of add our own personal spin to it rather than being straightforward, which is something I always like, putting your own personal spin to it.
Yeah, and talk to the people as they like after they play to see what they were thinking when they were going. I think it's always interesting to hear commentary from the person that played the game to see what they were thinking right then.
I definitely think that would be good too.
Because it would be honestly really funny to hear them say, "I don't know what I was thinking. I was just playing stupid."
Going to pass the turn to you, sir.
All right, 3 in the bag.
Yeah, I think Zach has a good idea on Twitch. I've tried to do some Twitch games before I had any kind of YouTube thing going on, or me and Rob had this format going on. I think it might be a good idea, but it might be branching off too much too soon for our channel.
All right.
I don't know. I enjoy Twitch. Twitch is fun.
Investigate.
I would love to do that too. I
Yeah.
mean, we definitely increase the amount of eyes on it, younger audience, or
Yeah.
audiences that just aren't tuned into YouTube all the time. So getting back to the game,
Yeah, we're off tangent. Sorry, guys.
Ryan seems to be doing a little bit better on the bag management principle than Gary does.
Okay, 2 in the bag.
Yeah. Well, I think Ryan has that Tabaxi Rogue and is just messing up the bag like you do with Tabaxi Rogue.
Doing with Tabaxi Rogue.
Yeah. Is he not doing it with Tabaxi Rogue, or is he just better at it?
Both. He's trying to maintain his bag as well as mess up Gary's, and it's working. I'd say for the least bit.
Yeah, you just got to pick and choose your time to do it. Oh, Magic Missile.
Feels like it.
If Gary didn't get Magic Missile, he wouldn't be doing damage.
Bye, boom, boom.
If you want to jump in and talk with us, Steven, you can. All right.
Rogue's not in the field.
No, Rogue's not in the field, no. But you still use the global to try to fix your bag and mess up your opponent's bag.
It especially works whenever you're going first, because it's always going to mess up their second and third turn buy.
Yeah. Eye of Agamotto, it doesn't matter. You're still messing up their bag, and they might get something they don't want to come out.
4.
Oh my!
Consistent with those Magic Missile rolls, I will say that.
Yeah. If Magic Missile's on the team, Gary's rolling good on it.
And they don't have any energy fixers, do they?
No. This is
Wow.
the
This game-
anti-Rob.
Right here.
Yeah, I do have a Twitch channel. It's Cheesy Game Room, because that's my nickname, Cheesy. I might try to get on that a whole lot more.
Your sidekick for ramp for next round.
Yeah, this is true, but there's other things I could do too, you know?
Oh yes, there is.
If it ain't fixin' and no fix, I do agree. It needs a fixer, or it needs Mr. Fix It.
Good alternative. Just an alternative.
This is true.
It feels so weird without fixers, but it also feels more natural, like what the game should have been, I guess you could say.
It just feels right. Just feels right.
Because people used to, before, back in the day, before fixers came around, you had ring global, or you had just to buy a swarmer or something that was relevant energy-wise.
No, it's just the first one that you purchase. So
Okay.
you could do it at the very end as long as the first die goes.
And then Magic Missile you for 2.
All right. I've got it as 12 all.
Yep, pass you priority.
Unless there's
All right. 2 in the bag.
PXG,
Here's hoping.
then it's really really fast.
Oh, that was 3 I pulled in my hand
And it gets kind of weird with just having a whole bunch of sidekicks on the team on the field, but if you have your ramp, if you have your mimic, it's good.
Still damage.
I think this is a game to see who can roll the worst.
It looks like it's getting there.
Yeah. I don't think the only thing Gary can roll is Magic Missile. Ryan can only roll investigations. Yeah.
If Gary can only roll magic missiles, that puts him on a 10-turn clock there.
Yeah, that's true.
A clock is still a clock.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna change things.
Okay.
Which Banshee is this? Is this the rare Banshee?
It's the one that does damage each time your opponent draws action.
That's actually really nice. That's a nice little touch for the mirror match.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think about that. I have a rare Banshee, and I didn't even think to use that in the mirror match. Probably would have been better than Tabashi Rogue. Are we getting him in the booth?
Who?
Yes, once per turn.
Who is in?
Armada just messaged
Oh.
you.
Yeah. If you go to Chris and Rob Game Room, go to table 4 on the voice chat. You could just hop in there.
Your go, sir.
All right. Six damage to me.
You can make it.
Laura, come here.
Right roll.
There you go.
That is not the roll.
Well, you got her. You got another roll. Come on.
Hello, Mr. Armada. Welcome to the booth.
Where's the game being played?
Yeah.
It's Hangouts, and it's community table 4 or room 4, I think.
Yeah, room 4. Do you need me to send you the link?
And
Pull.
let's see.
I think it's about to end here.
We would still love to have your voice
Going to use
grace us.
Magic missile on your
Our stream.
boom,
Oops.
or your Banshee and the 2 damage from Boom Boom to you.
Let's see. What is Boom Boom's defense?
2.
Passing me priority?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm going to Tabaxi Rogue Global.
Yeah, I think that.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I think that Banshee's about to win the game for Gary.
Now
Banshee's really strong, is it not?
Oh yeah.
Very much so.
I think Ryan did the right thing in getting him out, but he's just gonna come back up.
and that will be turn.
Okay, let's see what I pull.
Banshee, you have to kind of just ping him out somehow on your opponent's turn. So when you draw the next turn, you're
Full
good.
magic missile here. This is going to be a big turn.
Yeah. It's just
Masks. Look at that. 4 solid masks.
wow.
Nothing.
Second one comes up double energy, which is just fine. He's got 1, and he's got a nice little control pieces you guys were talking about with Rare Banshee.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the rare Banshee is really good. It's just I understand why Ryan did the pinging on his turn, but I think if he would have just saved it for this turn, so he
Yeah,
could have
I
a
think
free
we'll
turn.
have a little bit better.
Let's see. Gary's at what health total? What life total?
That's enough.
Gary's
actually have that information.
Gary's at 10. If you go to Ryan's playmat, you see it. So Gary's at 9. Ryan's at
Tabaxi Rogue.
Ryan's at 4.
Here, and we're just trying to find a way. He's going to have to try to find a way to deal 9 on this following turn. He's got Boom Boom, and he's got, what is that?
Don't forget to draw your
Not magic missile. It's power bolt, correct?
Yeah, I think Ryan's
Yeah.
gonna be drawing 2 actions though, most likely.
Do 4, so he's got 4 damage if it lands.
He takes 2
There's
there.
another one.
Oh man,
Let's see. He's gonna have to roll really well and get a damage through.
he needs that. He really needs his Banshee to come up. Oh, it comes up.
Not it.
That's not gonna get him there.
Yeah,
Without landing here, it's just gonna be too little, too late.
yeah, but you can do your Banshee damage to the opposing Banshee on his turn to get him out of the field, so he can just do straight damage here.
14 minutes.
With the boom boom.
No. With Banshee Global, I believe.
Sorry,
it's,
not the boom boom. The power bolt or magic missile.
Missile him out.
Yeah, missile him out on his turn. Just try to do as much damage right now to him. Boom.
Gary can magic missile the Banshee before it gets to his turn.
Yeah,
Pay the 2. Field him.
and he's probably going to be doing that right now.
Going to
He really needed that boom boom.
Yes, he did.
Okay, well
I'm gonna
that's
burn those
better.
dice, as you said earlier.
Yeah.
do 2 to you from magic missile.
Ryan's got to save at least a bolt, 2 bolts for Banshee, because topside he's a 2 defense.
And therein lies the thing about running magic missile on a team that has a bunch of 1 and 2 defense characters. It's sort of a double-edged sword because it allows your opponent to get kind of back into the game, or at least have like a little bit of a hope by saving bolts playing against that sort of a team, which is one of the reasons why I didn't put it on mine
Yeah.
and went with power bolts instead.
The only time it makes sense is when you have Common Hulk on your team. Then put it on there all day long.
But then Common Hulk on a boom boom team doesn't have a ton of synergy.
Yeah, but still, it's protection. I put that on my villains team just for my villains to have protection.
You put it on there, but then you have to buy it for 6 just to get it out there and use it as protection.
It's not that bad to get out there.
I mean,
Especially,
no.
I have spot investigation.
You want to keep your curve low so you can still
Yeah.
have the ability to.
That's what I think. I think the same thing.
Actually, though.
I also have super rare Yancey on it, so it's like I'm buying actions and doing damage anyways. So, well, actually on my villain team, no, but still, I have the spot ramp.
Question mark. Double bolt is what he can save. The fist does nothing as far as I can tell. Buying is pointless here. He can't churn his bag at all because he didn't bring anything like that. So that fist is just going to float, it looks like.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that because if I pull the wrong
Of no uses of magic missile global on opponent's side, on Gary's side.
Yeah, and he's gonna.
For Ryan's.
Ryan just does 2 damage there.
1, 2, 6. Let's see what I can roll.
If he rolls boom boom here, it's
Stat
over.
of Banshee.
Oh,
So far, so good for you.
I think Ryan. Oh,
Boom boom comes up.
Oh, okay.
that's it.
Investigate.
Not have to pass priority. Wow, investigate
What?
first instead of fielding.
1, 2.
Bold move, Cotton.
So it's 2 more. Takes 1.
It's right there.
Yeah, that was 2 free damage he could have done.
That's game.
Someone who has, what is that, 4? What is he at? He's at 4.
Ryan's at 2.
2. Field him. And your Banshee has 2 defense.
Investigation would have finished it.
We have a serious misplay there.
Chose a different avenue, I guess. He saw a different line.
Your Banshee twice.
There we go.
There you go.
I think if Ryan gets a roll,
Means that
here-
he has a serious chance of getting. Oh no, full swing because no blockers. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then you came up.
No need.
Oh man,
Blockers means didn't even matter. He could have
yeah,
just played it out right there at the beginning.
yeah.
Major goal was to work things out on stuff.
Oh,
Well,
Oh, sorry, Laurier. Somebody else. The girls wanted to watch
No.
Jack and the Cuckoo Heart.
pivot to get to the Banshee. You know,
No, there are things I know how to do. That
Gary,
Yes, sir.
you could have ended it just by fielding Boom Boom and playing that action.
Yeah, he could have.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't think that's like
He had the win anyway.
Win-
Yeah,
no
you
matter
had the
which
win
way.
when you're
anyways,
in
but
the
still.
game, you don't see
Yeah.
every line of play, so
Just
he just
forgot,
probably
that's
was
all.
focused on
Yeah, no, I
getting
know.
the attack.
Yep.
This is what I do, and yeah.
No, I'm good at spotting it on other people's stuff, but I think
Yeah.
most of us are.
So
Well,
Gary,
why
talk
did you do that?
to us about Hellcat on your team. What's the goal with Hellcat? Because we didn't get to see it this time, but I think it's a pretty cool addition.
It's just to make them pay one more for basic action dice.
Which is beautiful in the matchup that we just played, right? Which could have or can work pretty well. Isn't that interesting?
Yes and no. In the matchup where we're both in the race, he would have to stall his race to
Right.
purchase and try to get it, which would allow me to get more of the Powerbolt Magic Missile.
Right.
Certainly, if both of you are running Powerbolt Magic Missile, it could affect there. I like the momentum addition. Do you like that yourself, Ryan?
I've had luck with it. Usually what I will do is I will use momentum and Rip Hunter and name the momentum with Rip Hunter, forcing it to the double burst side every time I pull it. And so it helps me with ramping my bag.
Yep.
I think it's a really cool, interesting addition. We didn't get to see it this time, sadly.
No, like I said, especially in this last match, it was we were going Magic Missile, Powerbolt, and Investigate.
That's very often the way the mirror ends up, isn't it?
Yes, this was a toe-to-toe slugfest.
And then, as we both had the Banshee, it was the first to pivot to the Banshee and get him in the field, got the win.
Yeah, even those just couple he did for me were, exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly
what you needed.
I could have, the debate I was having at the very end there was attacking with them because you were down to 8 and that would have dropped you down to 3, but that would have meant I wouldn't have dealt any damage to you and would have left an open field.
Yeah.
And so I was like, no, it's more worthwhile to me to keep him in the field and try, pray that you pull poorly in my, well for you, poorly for me, and that would have dealt you damage enough to now make it to where you couldn't use your investigates for fear of killing yourself.
Have you also thought about putting, because you had the Malekith Global on his side, have you thought about, were you ever thinking about reaching for that Eye of Agamotto and putting it on his magic missile?
Honestly, I didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
Really not so much.
By the time the Powerbolt Magic Missile race was over and the Banshees were purchased, at that point, I had to match his moves. He went for the Boom Boom. I had to go for the Boom Boom just to try to match him. And the Eye of Agamotto was not going to do enough.
Yeah.
If you had, Ryan, a chance to re-edit your team, do you think I still makes the cut, or do you see it going away?
I is great in a control scenario, but against a control team. But in a match like this, I is pretty useless.
There's a liability in it.
Yeah. It allows us to get those and go faster. But yeah, so against another action heavy team, it is a bit of a liability. But against any type of control type team where they're not really using their action dice,
which eye is it?
This is the one that I can put on the basic actions, and it deals them damage for each one they pull, for each eye that's on there, and gives me the global.
And how much does that cost? Because the glare, is that a 4?
It's a 4.
Yeah, that's what kills it.
It really does. So you're running that specifically against teams that are looking to ramp with investigation, I guess.
Yeah. So if they're a heavy investigate team, what I'll do is instead of buying the investigates, I will buy the Eye of Agamottos to put on their investigate, and now then throw the Tabaxi Rogue out there, and they're taking 2 for every die they pull.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's pretty good. You have to. It has to be the perfect scenario for it to really just work out. Like be able to put it on something to buy it for the Malekith Global, the Eye of Agamotto Global, put it in your bag and roll it next turn.
Yeah.
It seems a bit heavy for a team that wants to go that fast.
Yeah.
It is. And it's more there, like I said, for the global than it is for anything else. Banshee is much more if I'm against another action heavy team, answer. And again, Gary had the exact same, play on that one. We both used the Banshee as you're buying the actions just like I am. You're gonna have to pay for it. Eye of Agamotto is a secondary for that.
Yeah.
So in a parity match, I hopefully can try to win and get one more.
Right.
I wasn't planning on another, being against another Powerbolt Magic Missile style team to where there'd be that many actions to purchase. So Gary was able to make the pivot to the Banshee the round before I was going to do it, and it instantly put me behind. I got lucky that it took him 3 turns to cycle it through his bag, but it took me the same amount to cycle him through my bag. So
Right.
Yeah. I think the thing I played Gary last week and I put it on, I think, my Powerbolt because he was buying that up.
Yep.
It kept me in the game. That's really why I liked it.
Yeah, sometimes you got to make that conscious decision to say, okay, I'm going to get this. I'm going to take the hurt and hope it pays.
Yeah.
And also, it seemed like you guys were playing a match of who could not roll anything.
No,
especially that match 2, I was definitely not rolling anything.
No, you missed every character face except Tabaxi Rogue.
Yeah.
So
And Gary missed.
We'll get you an award for that one.
Gary
Thank
missed
you.
everything except for Magic Missile and Banshee.
That's okay. That's all you need for that team. So there you go.
Yeah, that's all I need. So, but no, I'm still happy. My 1 win, 2 loss per match record is still
You've
intact.
been predicting it solidly, sir. Congratulations.
I told you this is my whole goal through the whole tournament.
Disrupted me though.
It came down to one of us was going to have our streak broken, and I'll be damned if I was going to lose my streak.
So Ryan, you're like the Babe Ruth of losing games.
Yep. I'm pointing into that outfield. Pointing out to left field and hitting right field every time.
There you go.
Either hitting
That's
a home run
beautiful analogy.
or bunting. All right. Well,
I want to use that analogy now from now on. Babe Ruth of just insert any bad thing.
all right. Well, thanks everyone. Thanks Joe and Steven for jumping on. Gary, Ryan, good games. It was quite enjoyable.
Yeah, I like those.
And hey, time.
There you go.
They were good games indeed. Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
And you guys could search with your names and you'll pull up the games. So
All right. You guys have a good evening.
you too.